Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Mount and Play 2 Bannerlord, a Let's Play tutorial series. So last episode, I asked you all what you thought I should do with the war against the Azurai. I would say a pretty safe majority of you said, yeah, take Askar, basically take everything west of this river, and then settle for peace and go hunting for additional vassals. Now, let me explain why this is probably the wisest tactical choice. If we take a look at my current clans, disregarding the mercenaries at the bottom here, which have 0 territory, as you can see, a lot of my clans have multiple territories. We have got Giffer with 3, Mentios with 3, Suchanis with 2, Tassanor with 2, and then who's the leader here? I think it's Fafin with 1 and Nikasor with 1. Now, talking about land, it is very important, at least in my opinion, to have your vassals have at least more than 1 territory. And the reason for this is that if you ever find yourself in a situation where your vassal gets their territory taken, they're no longer really incentivized to stay with you. They might still pledge allegiance to you, but they're effectively a free agent. And they are likely to leave you immediately as a result. So giving them 2 territories helps to spread that risk around so that they don't necessarily up and leave the moment their only fief gets taken. So that is one of the reasons why I try to have all my vassals have at least 2 territories. But here's the catch. There's only so much territory in the entire game map, and in order to do well in wars, you do, of course, need to have a larger number than your enemies do, generally speaking. Not always, but generally speaking, going up against behemoths when you yourself are a tiny microstate is not going to work all that well. So if you take a look at us versus Britannia, they're twice the size, right? Or us versus Kuzate, they're about twice the size. So the problem with these is that if I am absolutely steamrolling, Azurai over here and taking all of the rest of their territory, which is what some people suggested, what ends up happening is that there is a lot less territory to share for the rest of the vassals that I would possibly recruit in this series. Basically, what would happen is the vassals that I do have would end up with insanely high amounts of territory, let's say 4 or 5, meaning that I wouldn't really have territory left to conquer to give to potentially new vassals, which means I don't keep the loyalty of new subjects. I would say it is best to have as many vassals as you can given your territory when they only have 2 or 3 territories and no more. And that is probably the best strategic advice I can give you. Now, it is possible to have a vassal that has 1 territory, providing that 1 territory is very safe. So, taking a look at the map here, a castle like Einbelek Castle is not likely to be the first target of a new war, right? If Vlandia declared war on me, Einbelek Castle is probably not their first target. If Azurai declared war on me, again, Einbelek Castle, probably not their first target. It's going to be Asker or Barenhall, Sanala, Ukba, right? So it is possible to have a vassal with only 1 territory and sort of keep that territory safe. But with that said, I would highly, highly, highly suggest that you sort of spread the love around. So what I'm doing right now is all of my vassals and mercenaries that are close, I'm going to add so that I can siege Asker. Now here's the thing. I really hope that this is not one of those towns that crash when you blow up the walls, because I do know that there's a bit of that. I am currently on patch 1.5.3, and I know that 1.5.4 just hit the beta branch, and I haven't moved up, and I'll probably wait to move up a bit, mostly out of worry that a lot of the times their beta branches are beta branches for good reason, that they crash like crazy. Well, I don't want to say crazy, because that's mean. But it does crash. So taking a look at Trustin, he needs 4. And Damien needs 1, so 5. I also need to, at some point, maybe at the end of this war... Wow, Damien, you're looking very tumbleweedy. At the end of this war, I'm going to want to go interact with Can again. Oh, you know what? I don't even want to loot her. Because Can... Whoop, someone just got captured, actually. Whoa, you are really just a big old tumbleweed. That happens every now and then usually when new armor is equipped. Oh, you are full up. Why did it say you weren't? Okay, so let's give you 2. Alright, and then this looter is going to be kicked out. So, for him, I guess the graphics of his armor, well, looks like a big old tumbleweed. There's really not much I can do about that, unless I strip him down. So you're at 23. Okay, you need more. That does leave me with quite a few people here that I ought not to have in my ranks, but I'm probably going to just ditch them at Askar once I'm able, rather than to ditch them now. I wish I could go back in the log here and figure out who just got captured. I did see that someone got captured. But as you can see, our numbers are swelling, and this is probably not good for the enemy here. Now, for the first time in a long time, I am going to put on my proper sword and shield. Let's make sure to... the locks seem to be broken as well. Okay, there's a whole lot of features that are currently problematic at best. But lock it out. And I'll just in case the locks don't work, I'll be careful not to trade it. Okay. I'm going to have to keep a close eye on my cohesion. My food seems to be okay. That's not what I meant to do. Alright, Andros. I think Andros was the one that got captured. We can always see Andros of Saralandia. No, actually wasn't captured. Wow, you were in prison for a long time, dude. Yikes. Oh, another thing I'm sort of curious about is my own kin. I have a brother that might be coming of age. Nope. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Alright, let's actually risk the trebuchets now. Brotherhood of the Woods just left us. Okay, so as you can see, Arrest and Alari and Brand here are sitting here. I can't actually talk to them. Otherwise, I would probably re-recruit them. And my trebuchets, stupidly, are going straight after the walls and not after the catapults, so they're going to get themselves destroyed. Good job, Trebs. It's too bad you can't really tell them what targets to target, because they are making some foolish decisions. So I guess the Brotherhood of the Woods just signed with whoever's at war with Vlandia? Or Vlandia's at war with them? I guess Vlandia's at war with them, interestingly enough. Alright. That can happen. But I do find it funny that a mercenary group, without really being paid to, are chasing a Vlandian army away. Okay, so we've used a day of our food, and I'm keeping close eye on the news feed here. I'm also building siege towers, but I'm probably not going to field them. It's just for the engineering skill. Sturgia and Azurai made peace. Well, Sturgia isn't really a power player anymore, so I am quite literally unconcerned about that. It does look like a ton of my prisoners are good to be recruited, so that's good news. It seems to me like we're really only a matter of time until these walls crack. Taking a look in the surrounding areas. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on when you're in a siege like I am, but actually everything looks good. I think Asgard here has pretty thick walls, though, because it has taken a lot of treb work. Alright, one's cracked. So now all of my trebuchets are going to focus on the remaining, which means it's going to come down quick. And there we are. Let's go ahead, move my siege equipment to reserve, because I don't want it. Quickly go through, make sure there's no one to recruit, and there isn't. I don't want to add any more non-Azurai prisoners to my number. Or non-Vlandian, sorry. I don't want to add any of the Azurai. Okay, let's go remove those. I am selectively choosing... Oh, wait, come on now. I am dang near positive I switched my weapons out. Oh, well, whatever. I guess Rumphalia life is the life for me. Now, if you look at the balance of power, it is the way it is primarily because they have some pretty good numbers. This is a town, after all. Okay, what did my arrow hit? You. Go away. I can feel my troops pushing me. Right now, I'm actually not choosing to move. No, don't throw rocks. Nope. No, sir. Alright, they're obviously... They lost the initial wall, so they're falling back. Alright, this is very clearly a spawn point. I might be able to use this to my advantage. All these guys seem to be archers that I wouldn't want shooting at my guys anyway. Good hit. Who are you? Triar? Oh, you're in it. Legion troop. Uh-oh. I did acknowledge that they're respawning here, but doesn't necessarily mean I want them spawning on top of me. Hello. Okay, it's time for me to leave. Before that takes a turn for the worst. Oh, where are you coming from? Jesus, that's a lot of you. I'm gonna realize they do... There were hundreds of... Okay, I gotta get out of here. Nope, I'm not gonna be able to. Oh, yeah, there we go. Brink of death. Alright, let's... I always say let's play it safe, but legit, let's play it safe this time. Oh my god. Where's my troops? Well, I don't mind. They're not looking at me. This is just free archery experience. Except for the one aiming at me. Okay. I believe all the ones moving towards me now are just fleeing. I can pretty much ignore them as they're no longer willing combatants of this battle. And there's some friendly shields. In these sort of town fights, what ends up happening is, because there's a bit of a home field advantage where you get reinforced far more quickly as the defender than you do the attacker. Obviously, new attackers have to come in from the edge of the map, which takes some time. Well, I'm going to survive this with basically 0% of my health left, so that's an achievement. Well, if I survive. I shouldn't speak too soon. And then, as was suggested by the majority of YouTube comments, settling for peace, where they pay me a healthy tribute, is the preferenced ending. Oh, that gate's opening up. I guess we captured the gatehouse. Uh-oh. Just shot my own. Alright, now I have to wait, essentially, for the next reinforcement wave. You know what I could do is try to find a bag of arrows or something. Generally speaking, you find them up on the walls to resupply your armaments. Alright, I will dismount. Barely see what's going on. It's so dark. Does sound like they still... Here we go. Arrow barrel. Excuse me. It's not letting me resupply. Interesting. Okay. Normally that works. Alright. There are a few enemies still up here. And I believe we've won. I'm really curious about those arrow barrels, because I can pick up these stones, no problem. Oh, look out below. Well, alright, that worked. 320 dead, 214 wounded, and we only lost 50 or so. That is some fantastic numbers, mostly thanks to siege equipment. Yarley of the Lake Rats. Oh yeah, you betrayed me, in fact, so you were definitely imprisoned. I know my prisoner limit is over, but I'm sitting in now a friendly town, so I can, without a moment's notice, Nicasaur, I do believe you've got, what, one fief? You are Clan Chaunis. Yes, you've got Sinala, so you take this. Mantios wants everything for himself. Of course he does. And... Tavern District. Choose the prisoners to be ransomed. I'm going to keep Yarley because Yarley is going to raise the amount of cash I can get settling for peace. I'm also just going to get rid of all the Tier 2 troops. Even though some of them want to join me, I don't care. I need to get rid of that looter. Alright, so now my prisoners aren't over, they're not over capacity. But I do have... Okay, I probably didn't hit done. That's probably what I did do. Oh god, all these buttons are all wrong. Like, this is my armor button? My melee weapons looks like a horse. Okay, what did you do? Mountain Blade, what did you do? So... This town has a ton of money Oh, this is so confusing. Wow, they, alright, they very, very clearly have some issues. Okay, so that's the trade. I kept all my weapons. Now, kingdom. Diplomacy? Oh, interesting. They'll pay me less. Okay, well, almost all my people support it, so let's go ahead with the peace agreement. And now, my expected change should be on the up and up. I am... Whoa, okay. That character tab also looked all wrong. My free attribute points and my skills have very strange icons. Pretty much everything is super broken? Oh my god, what did you do? I can barely... Okay, well, that's a thing. Okay, let's increase my intellect so we can raise my engineering and medicine and stewardship, because I use all three of those skills. Polearm is maxed. Bow is maxed. Riding is maxed. I guess athletics is nice to have. It's going to be really, really, really challenging for me to... Gotta disband the army. Going to be really challenging for me to functionally... level everyone up. So Talon says scouting. Forced march. So forced march, bonus speed with high party morale. Cool. But that is a... That's a party member. Okay. That actually is kind of nice. And then Val the Vulture. You have a one-hander. Shield wall or arrow catcher. Arrow catcher. Alright, so the war is formally over. I didn't, during that siege, lose any additional territory, which is great. I am going to start riding towards my own territories, the ones I own. And before I do that, let's take a quick, whoops, wrong click. Quick look at, parties. Trusted needs 1, Damien needs 3, if those numbers are to be trusted. I need to actually stop adding the recruits, but I can put them into the garrison at Asgard. Which is probably something I will do. And I'm going to keep Damien and Trustin in tow. Just to make sure... Part of it is just to make sure that they don't lose troops. When you let them go on their own, they can end up getting themselves killed. Okay, so Damien, you're full up. And then the rest of these guys, you're going straight into the garrison here. Khuzait and Azurai just declared war upon one another. Khuzait is likely to do a lot of damage to Azurai, as Azurai is truly in no position to defend itself now that I've weakened them up. But we'll keep an eye on that war. Yeah, Azurai at 16, Khuzait at 8,000. Yeah, that's just not even... That's going to be brutal for them. So if we take a look at my current... I am paying a sizable tribute to Britannia, but getting paid from Khuzait and now Azurai, and a little bit from Sturgia. I think it's time for me to go, first off, on a bit of a recruiting spree. So I do have some clans. Kareth, I do believe I actually tried to talk to you, and it didn't really work. But, I'll try again. Actually, you know what? I am going to ditch my husband and brother so that I move a little bit faster, hopefully. Southern Empire and Starlandia just declared war. Okay. Never mind. Never mind. I guess I won't be doing any of that. Really? They think they can take me out? I'm almost insulted, but alright. So let's go ahead. I have 38 days of food. Let's go ahead and ride towards what is perceived to be the battlefront. Why would they declare war on me? That is just so dumb. They're barely bigger than me. Hang on. This is funny. I could make peace right now. Oh, I'd pay tribute. Never mind, I read that wrong. I thought they would pay me. Oh, but they will. What is interesting is I was actually... Khuzait and Azeride made peace. Oh, Khuzait decided to make peace. That is very strange. Maybe Khuzait's thinking about going against the Southern Empire. That would be my guess, but we'll see. That was the shortest war. That was like a one-day war. I also need to track down Khan. I haven't forgotten about that. Khan, you are in Sinala. Ah. Alright, I'm going to detour to Sinala. Realizing that I potentially am running the risk of being besieged in Jalmaris or Amatatis or one of those castles over there. I do want to pick up Khan. And I think what I'm going to do is, rather than have Khan go caravanning, I am going to... Oh, are you in the tavern? Yeah. I'm going to make Khan a party leader instead. So, let's take a look. I believe Khan has pretty good stats for a party leader. Oh, also has leveled up a bunch. So you've got bow control, bodkin, rapid fire. I'm going to give you Merry Men for party size, because you're going to be a party leader. And trainer. You did get governor. Well, it doesn't really matter what I pick here, because you aren't a clan leader. But great investor. You have a free attribute point. We will put it towards int. And free focus points. We'll put that towards stewardship. Or actually... Oh man, I just undid all that. Actually, I'm going to do strongbows this time around. Changing my mind. Alright. Adding int. And then let's add leadership. Because you're going to be a leader here. And then add some to your riding. Done. Alright. Party. That would be the clan tab. Oh, somehow it closed automatically. Create new party. Can. Right, awesome. Now the only problem is I don't have a lot of people to give Can. But Can will start to do recruiting on her own. Oscar. So, Chanis, I do believe you... Nope, you have 2. Giffer, you've got 3. I guess to Chanis. Because Mantios has 3, I already know that. And this is one of the issues I need to get more vassals, is I'm running basically out of people to give vassals to. Okay, there we go. I had a bit of a... Can's been captured by looters already. Well, that was a I saw that coming. I hate to say it. I saw that coming. Hoping that wasn't going to happen, but obviously it did. Can't stop that now. Well, I'll have to bail out Can when I'm not currently in a war. Let's see if we can't talk to... Oh, you're chasing... I want to hire you. Okay, as it looks like we are on the offensive. We are currently raiding their towns. 2 of them. I'm assuming that's us. Bartenios and Giffer. Yeah, that is us. Interesting. Alright, so Can escaped. Amatatus is under siege by the queen. Their queen. So first things first. Can I pick you up on the way? You're in Sanala? Okay, I cannot. Then, alternatively... I have a ton of influence. I might as well use it. Amatatus is under siege, so I'm enlisting everybody. And that was Regea. How do you spell your stupid name? Amatatus has been besieged. Okay, so I'm going to ride basically straight to Amatatus to defend it or recapture it. Oh, I also wanted to address something else. Another one of the reasons why I'm not giving myself territory in the south here is it is so far removed from the territory I currently own that I would really never be able to properly govern it. And there's not much of a point of me owning towns when I won't be improving them or governing them really at all. Now, unfortunately, having added all these people immediately, the big army that I have here is slowing down. But I'd rather have them in case Regea has like a big old army waiting for me, you know, over at my town. I'm also going to size up my my food. And let's drop some money in the reserves. Okay, riding to Amatatus. I'll also have to keep an eye on my cohesion, because why are you guys at low morale? Come now. All I do is win. How is your morale low? I actually don't see the siege icon of Amatatus, but I also don't see any of the icons being rendered correctly, so I'm not going to bank on that. Just carefully watching the newsfeed here. Britannia declared war on Southern Empire with majority support. Ooh, interesting. Britannia realizing that the Southern Empire is weak and hopping on board. So if I don't see anything at Amatatus, I'm going to ride to Zionica, and I may... Oh, Sistadime Castle was taken. Sistadime Castle... Who was it owned by previously? It was one of my vassals. Let me go to the clan screen and figure that out. So kingdom, clans. It was owned by Tassinor, I think. Because Tassinor had 2 and now he has 1. This is exactly the reason why it is very, very, very important to spread the territories around. Because if Tassinor didn't have 2, you know how much of an absolute pain in the butt it is to add new people, right? If Tassinor didn't have 2 territories, he'd be jumping ship right now. Alright, so I don't actually see a raid at Amatatis. So I'm heading south. I just see a bunch of trade caravans, and I don't really have that much interest in raiding trade caravans. I'm going to head south to Zionica. And, well, do terrible, terrible, terrible things to their town there. Okay, 14 days of food. Sturgia declaring war on the Western Empire is just funny because it's 2 micro kingdoms, right? Sturgia at 400, Western at 100. Yeah, that's quite some war there. Okay, my leadership is going up. Have I hit enough for... No, the next threshold is 175. Got it. Well, hello, Zionica. I have very bad news for you. I am here to break you. And I've got quite the army to do it. I have an absolute massive amount. Giffer was just taken prisoner by Farron. So where were they seen left? Because Giffer, alright, near Tavea. Okay, so they're pretty close. Alright, I am burning through my influence, though. I have noted that. Okay, I've got 11 days of food. I could, of course, disband a sizable portion of my army here and still be able to capture this town. No problem. So far, I haven't seen... Well, let's actually start deploying them. I haven't seen any indicators that my territories are at risk. They're rebuilding their siege equipment back really, really, really quickly. But we're getting through it. Alright, let's keep building siege equipment, even if we don't need it. 9 days of food, and my cohesion is quite low. My engineering is going up. So 75 is the next threshold to hit. Got it. Alright, Matenios just was... Marentios or whatever was just captured. I don't... Captured by you. Last seen at... Okay, kind of far away. Eight days of food. Although the defenders are starving, so, like, could be worse. We got a week's worth of food here. And we should be through. Leading an assault. Well, Zionica, you've stayed Southern Empire for quite some time now, and it's time for you to fall. Let's go ahead and don't deploy any of our siege equipment so that it's all troops attacking. I'm going to have a batter ram, though, because the front gate is still protected.
Yeah.
Alright, the breaches in the walls, very, very easy to see and spot. Sometimes when you ride quick, you can get there before... Nope, they already have a shield wall there. Never mind. I'm just going to be patient. Hey, hey, hey. You. Yeah. Get out of here. Hey, guys. What happened to your little, we're going to protect the wall at all costs defense? These guys all look like tier 2 barely militia. They are not going to last long. Now, one of the beautiful things about having a crazy high ratio of attackers, like I do, is the troops that are fielded on the battle are the vast, vast majority are going to be mine. Yo, horse, this is just some steps. Last I checked, you can do a few steps. And as you can see by the kill feed, they are falling by the dozens because we have such overwhelming force. Which is why I rallied everybody. Now, these steps are so much better. Now, what's interesting is in the first game, the original Mountain Blade, defenders would fall back to the castle, and then you would have a second phase fight after besieging the walls, which was like an inner wall castle fight. And that doesn't exist here. Yet, their troops do fall back to the castle. It's just you don't end up having to fight them again. But out of both force of habit and for the fact that I like killing things, I fight them anyway. Alright, basically no losses. 21 losses to their 247. We almost took no prisoners, but we're taking all of the loot. And the castle itself. I need to resolve the Southern Empire peace. I didn't mean to make peace with them. So, although all of my vassals say yes, I say no. Yeah, I don't recall hitting this button. Oh, but we would receive tribute. Oh, damn. All right, well. Now I know. All right, trade. Let's go, before I end this dear episode, I'm going to sell off some of the junk I've got. Hoping to buy... Wow, they really didn't have anything. Hoping to buy food, and they literally don't have any. Nice. Well, Zionica's mine, and although we lost Sestadime Castle, Poros is really only a stone's throw away. So I'm going to, with the few minutes I have left, move over towards Poros and try to buy food at the towns. Southern Empire and Britannia just made peace, and Vassals is under attack. Okay, I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. Wow, this town has nothing. Damn, you poor. All right, so Vassals is just a village. There's a pretty sizable number attacking it, but it's just a village. And it's not a big number. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to let some of the larger lords go out of this. And the reason for it is A, I'll speed up, B, I'll spread my food around a little bit better, and C, they will start killing off the enemy vassals that are in the area. So, kick some people out of the army so that they can, yeah, see, Patir here, they're chasing some of these enemies down, because I don't need everybody to roll up on Poros. And I am, again, checking for products. Okay, yeah, that guy that we saw, he did not make it. He just got captured. It's actually a pretty good strategy is to dump out, especially like quick moving. Like, so if one of these parties here is mostly cavalry, let's see, maybe Crodor or Kalame. Kalame has a lot of cavalry. They might be able to chase someone down real fast. But essentially, purposely dumping out. Oh, look at your army. I think I know what I'm going to do for the end of this episode. One extra little fight. You're moving at 2-4. I'm moving it. Oh, they're calling for peace? Dear Lord, man, no. Oh, okay, I don't even have enough influence. I guess we have peace now. You bastards. You bastards. Alright, well, Zionica's not owned, but, get out, you bastards. Forcing me to do peace. Yeah, they were using their own influence to force peace. That's fine. We're maybe down a castle, but we're up a town, so that's it's still a huge win. And then if we take a look, what are they paying me? They're paying me $560 a day. Me and, my vassals, $560 a day. Alright, well, that about wraps up this episode. Probably next episode, I'm likely to attempt some new vassals, signing them. I do have a sizable war chest of about 200k dinars, and hopefully I can find some landless vassals that will actually want to join me, and also grab Can and make sure Can is a new party leader, one that actually has an army, which doesn't get destroyed by looters. If you have any feedback from me, do drop me a line in the comments below. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you all next episode. Farewell.